I just come into this one. I don't know. Naturally, you know, you have to get down into something that will produce daily staple food for one. So that is why I go down into this one. And I'm happy doing it. Though I am a teacher, but I still have to go into all this one. So it's a little tomato farm, and it's behind my backyard, you know. I just put it. I saw it at a friend's house, develop interest in that, and that is why I go into it. So it's so easy. Just take some ridges if you want to have it. We build some ridges, and these are the thing. Though it is a bit tedious if you are having all this bamboo and some other thing that you use in staking. That is the thing. Then we use rope to tie it, and it is a normal thing what very many people do somewhere else. So this is it. It's a little. Tomato is so tender. The stem, you know, is a herbaceous plant. They're so tender, very. It needs a little water. Just let me say that one. It's so tender. While growing, it needs water. So that is why I have to undergo all this, building a well somewhere, then finding water into this place. And this is what is called this one is the hose that bring that water from the storage. We call this one I don't know if you can see this one well. It supplies that water all into it. So all this one. So I have to build all this one. This is this is staking. The staking, I use bamboo. One can use stake, the real stake, but it is better you have it before the second staking. Just four tomatoes. When you plant only 4, so that it won't pull this one down. And you have to stake it and build it very firmly on the ground, because it will pull it down if you feel that. Because all this load, the load of tomatoes, you may feel that it will not be much, but when it continues on bringing out fruits, it will give out all this one. So that is.
So, I don't know if you a quick question for you, sir.
Okay.
Now, if someone wants to start, how much does a person need to start this backyard tomato farm? Like, how much does a person need? Not like a bigger quantity, but like your own estimation. How much do you think a person needs, in this backyard tomato farm?
Tomato farm.
Yeah.
Well, there are sachets. They sell in sachet. They give it in sizes, but the biggest size is 9,500. That is first filial platinum tomato seed. So it's 9,500 for now. I don't know what it will be by tomorrow. Then all like that, we can have half of that. It will be going down. So depending on the number, and that one I think it will be well up to 2,000 seeds inside. So if we have to do a little nursery somewhere, allow it to grow. When it grows to, okay, let me bring just one that is like that. It is here. When it grows up till this length, one can uproot and it will be something 2 to 3 weeks, something about 21 days. So it will be a bit, is that more than this or like this? So we transplant it down on the ridges.
So after 21 days,
yeah,
it will it will be like that.
At least it will be
so
like this,
it
or
can be
more.
transplanted.
Yeah, it can be transplanted. Then and when you want to have it, on my road now, I use poultry dungs.
Okay.
Poultry dungs. I will have my row like that, and I open it. I will open everything like this. I will open. Look at it now. You are looking at it. These are poultry dungs. Look at it inside. So I put it inside all like that, in the road like that. So I have a bigger quantity. Then if you put it like that, it will be up to 2 weeks. When you leave it for 2 weeks, it must have killed the, we call, when tomato is growing, there are some that will plant it at the backyard like that. If you leave it to grow like that, it will get down to an extent of producing seeds. It will now be going down. It will be dying. This is the work of some, is that fungi or insects or some other thing. But the biggest part of it is this, what do you call this one? There is a microbes that used to disturb it, that used to disturb it up to that extent that it will just be dying like that. So instead of that, this one must have hit the land. You know, it has a lot of ammonia. I mean, poultry dungs have a lot of ammonia. It must have killed those microbes inside the soil before you plant it. And immediately the root of this one get down there. If it is not up to 2 weeks, it might harm the tomatoes. But if it is up to 2 weeks, it must have got, it must have, I think, is that become lesser in that ammonia or some other thing. So it will not kill the tomatoes again. It will just be absorbing it as good nutrients. So that is how I get down into this. So, the best, you know, I got that poultry dungs now. If you can get someone that is having poultry, you can easily have that one and put it. So it will surely be free somehow.
So considering the food insecurity in Nigeria, do you advise Nigerians to, especially people from the southwest, to do some kind of backyard farming as you have done here?
In fact, if I can get down into a town crier like people that do it in the olden days, I would have gone into that one. I have taken 2 of my teachers that are like me. I've taken them into this farming, and they are enjoying it today. And somebody, a teacher like me, invites me and show me all this one. And I started on that, and I see that, no, it is bringing out something. At least you can see the little one I am having now. Look at what I'm having today. Just a day. So you can see that I've not finished up harvesting. So you will know that it can bring out. The only problem is getting water. Because if you don't have a means of giving them water when there are 2 or 3 days drought, in fact, you will see it on their leaves. It will be going down. So that's the biggest part of it. The only thing that needs a little financial something.
So what are the challenges when it comes to this backyard tomatoes farming? Like, what challenges should people be ready to face? Like, what kind of challenge? Well,
you will see now how I had gone down into fencing. The first one I did here, I am struggling with this neighbors. I said, I struggle with these thieves and some others. They will come down through that other side and come down and harvest, even at night, at times. So it is one of those challenges. Then, like I said, if you don't have enough water for it, surely. Because all our well, just building a small well, if it is not the one that is so, the water is much, it may not be able to supply this one and supply that of household needs. So that's another challenge, very big one. Then if I can get borehole now, in fact, I will be so convenient. So that.
All right, thank you so much. Can you tell people your name again, sir?
I am Akanle.
All right, thank you so much for having this interview with us. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.